Shalom, giving all of the praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and shalom to all of the Archeim teaching this word around the globe with faith and truth and sincerity. Shalom also to the 144,000 the men. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, the 1/3 that will also be saved. This is the brother Caleb from the GMS England London Forecasters Camp, back with another lesson to help edify the Lord's elect. I like to start my lessons by saying that we are the real Hebrew Israelites, and the real Israelites are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians and West Africans predominantly. However, you will find Israelites that do look like the other nations, because we as a people have been scattered among all nations through our various captivities. But if your seed line by your forefathers goes back to the man in the Bible that was named Israel, then you too are an Israelite no matter what you may look like, because Numbers 1 and 18 tells us that your nationality is determined by the lineage of your forefathers. So I was recently watching this film, Gangs of New York, which has Leonardo DiCaprio and Daniel Day-Lewis in it. It's a pretty good film. It came out, I think, around 2002, 2003, around that kind of time. But it's the first time I watched it recently. And it's actually a decent film. It basically goes into how the Edomites in America, you Edomites are you predominantly so-called white people, how they were fighting against the Irish Jakes that were coming over from Ireland, which goes to show that there's, a difference between the Irish and the straight up Edomites. The Irish go back to the Israelites. So they were fighting within these gangs in this particular part of New York. And what happens is, not to ruin the plot of the film, but the Irish were teaming up with some of the Negroes and fighting against the pure blood Edomites who wanted to keep that land for themselves, and they didn't like any foreigners coming into their territory. So basically during the film, as it plays out, there's a huge riot at the end, rioting against the draft because they are being forced into the war. So everybody just lost it and starts going crazy, and there's a lot of looting and destruction taking place. Now, the reason why I thought this clip is interesting, because it makes me think of Second Ezra's and the things that are to come upon the face of the earth very soon, because there's going to be uprisings of men, sedition amongst the people. That's all biblical prophecy. Now, another interesting thing that I saw in this scene, which I'm going to play now, is how women are treated in such situations. When society falls apart, women become a prey. And I'm going to play this clip and it's going to show it. Then let's play this. So, in this film, you also have the actress Cameron Diaz. And, throughout the film, she's pretty much getting by on her good looks. I'm not going to spoil the film. It's worth watching. But up to this point, she's been getting by on her good looks. But then this riot breaks out, and see what happens.
From first, riot at Pier 4, North River. They have killed Negroes there. A crowd is here and are going to destroy this station. Get her back! Get her back!
See that? You see what happened there? The guy smacked her in the stomach with a wooden plank, and then punches her square in the face, and they're screaming, "Get her bag, get her bag." Because she had to, she was making her money in the film or whatever. I'm not going to ruin the film. It's worth watching if you want to watch it. But that's how a lot of women are going to be treated in the times to come, not too long from now. Let's play that again.
The line is dead. They're trying to cut all the wires. From first, riot at Pier 4, North River. They have killed Negroes there. A crowd is here and are going to destroy this station. Get her back! Get her back! From 18th Precinct.
So basically, that's how women are going to be treated in the times to come. Let's get this in Second Ezra's. Is it 14 or 15? Let's see. And there's a reason why they put that clip in the film, because they know that's how it goes down when society falls apart. They're not stupid. Bear me while I find this. There we go. This is what I want. 2 Ezra 15, starting at verse 14, says, Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. So that an example of that was what I just showed in that clip, where the people were so fed up with the mistreatment from the government that they just all out rioted, and the whole thing basically fell apart. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, their houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbour, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So that's exactly what you saw in that clip. And you saw that the woman there, Cameron Diaz, can't remember what her name is in the film, but the actress Cameron Diaz, she got smacked square in the stomach with a wooden plank, then punched square in the nose, and they're like, get her back, get her back. You know, she got off quite lightly, actually, because you know, a lot of men are gonna want to rape women in the I should say the word grape. A lot of men are gonna want to rape women in those kind of times. So it's gonna get very, very unpleasant when these times come. The times spoken of in 2 Ezra 15, starting from like 14. Now I want to get Isaiah 32 and verse 9, I believe. It says, Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. So you careless women. Basically, in that movie, Cameron Diaz was living quite a carefree life, you know, going around town, making her money however she made it, you know, thinking that she's gonna have a nice long retirement on all her money she's made. But look what happened to her. Let me play it again. Look what happened to her.
The mob have attacked the arm. Destroy this station. Get her back! Get her back!
One more time.
First, riot at Pier 4, North River. They have killed Negroes there. A crowd is here and are going to destroy this station. Get her back! Get her back!
Yeah, so that's what's coming, man. Let's read this. Isaiah 32, starting at verse 9, says, Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, and for the pleasant fields, and for the fruitful vine. Yeah, that's the point. They're gonna wish they had the comforts that they've enjoyed in this society up until this point, but all that's going to be taken away, and the Most High is going to take away the hedge of protection that He's got around them, because currently in this society, women are very protected, and there's no punishment for women on this side. That's why they can get away with so much. But soon there's going to come a time where society breaks down completely. It's just going to be all out chaos. And you're going to see scenes like the one I just showed in that film there, Gangs of New York, taking place on a very common basis. So Lord willing, that's just a little quick edifying lesson with that, giving all praises, honor and glory once again unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of great most and it will well. Shalom to the 104. Shalom to the 144,000. And I'll catch you on the next one, Lord willing. Shalom for now. Wa ababa wa kamashwala. Shalom.